Okay, let's see if this is working. It's been a while since I've done this on the computer. Okay, let's see if this is working. It's been a while since I've done this on the computer. Let's get started, I guess. Go to settings, make sure everything's good. I just save it later. I don't know how to make that go back. Oh, I don't know how to make that go back. It's a lot of credits. Oh, there we go. Okay, we're back. Okay, let's just play, I guess. When you came into this world, what name was given to you? Enter your first name. We're just gonna do to your last name. I don't know. Moon, whatever. What pronouns do you use? Wonderful. Oh! Let's see where your path will take you in this dark, unsteady world. Ooh, day 1, okay. I don't know how many days there is. I'm not used to you having to click everything. My outstretched hand feels its way forward to the source of the alarm until it finds the snooze button and the alert comes to a stop. I yawn and roll on my side, curling up into a ball. I'm already snoring when it sounds again, louder this time. I groan at the thought of leaving the comfort of my cozy bed. Alright, I'm awake. Knowing that I would have to skip lunch if I wasted any more time now, I let out a defeated sigh and pull myself up into a sitting position to switch the alarm off. I put my phone back onto the bedside table, but as hard as I tried to make it casual, it takes all my energy to swing my legs over the side without falling backward. Ugh. I stop moving and allow myself a few seconds to let the day come softly into focus, even if I can hardly keep my eyes open. My whole body feels like it's been hit by a truck. Is that what they call fatigue syndrome? I swear it's been getting harder to fight it off every day. Putting my hands on either side of me, I grunt as I finally push myself off the bed completely. I feel my feet still ache from the previous day's work as I stumble towards my closet, wiping the sleep from my eyes and in an almost robotic fashion, I pull on a pair of shorts and a shirt, whichever is conveniently residing at the top of the pile. Hello, is that Broken Colors? Yes, it is. I'm playing Broken Colors. The summer sun shines brightly through the grubbly windows of my apartment, filling me with more unnecessary warmth. I close my eyes and bring my arms back behind my head, stretching. Another yawn escapes my throat as I head into the kitchen, only to be faced with an almost empty fridge. Right. I had to get rid of most of my food after the last power outage. Can't eat well if you're late paying the electricity bill. I decide to eat the chicken salad sandwich that my neighbor gingerly made for me yesterday. I'm very grateful to her. She has often helped me in difficult situations, and that even though she doesn't have much herself. I love how his face is right there. Oh, his face is the quick menu. I make a mental note to do some grocery shopping tomorrow. Or maybe I should not only do it mentally, but also write it down. Later. Sure. The soft crackling sound under my chair reminds me of the dried leaves that had been scattered all over the floor by a strong drought the other day, and are the sad result of my neglected mint plant. And mind you, actually killing it is not an easy task. Oh shoot, how could I forget to water you the whole time, poor thing. While I throw being glances at it, I finish my lunch, then pick up some of the leaves, thinking about reviving my plant later, before rushing to get ready for another uneventful day at work. I'll probably all look like a monster of some sort. It's must be some sort of like monster world. It's been kind of like my theory for this game. I step outside into the scorching sun, feeling the same heat wave that has been keeping me sleepy and lethargic for the past few weeks. With squinting eyes, I look at the cloudless afternoon sky. Its bright cocktail blue stretches on forever, giving me a moment of pure serenity. I take a deep breath and enjoy the summer breeze that brings along the dry wind, messing up my hair. Such a pretty afternoon. It's a shame I have to work today. Sighing, I put on my sunglasses and wiggle my way through the heavy traffic pouring in from a nearby expressway. Vehicles of all shapes, sizes, and colors bustle by, creating quite a din, yet one could still hear the humming sound of bees darting through the air and the soft clinking of eye strings from restaurants. I turn the next corner and get a late glimpse of my co-worker's car, who just finished his morning shift before he takes off driving home to his family. My feet carried me to the building he had left, a small convenience store where I work as a cashier. Stopping in front of the staff entrance, I look for my keys and grab the doorknob. Ouch! Only to feel my palm exploding in pain. Damn it, not again. I wave my hand as if to shake off that burning sensation. I wish we had more trees throwing some shade in this part of the city, or a new affordable entry door for that matter. One that also makes it easier for the air conditioner to run more efficiently. Speaking of, after using a handkerchief to protect myself somewhat from the intense heat of the door, I hurried inside and noticed only a slight difference in temperature. A not so pleasant thought crosses my mind. What if the AC is not working? I bet Rasmus will use that as an excuse to go home early. Ugh. Well, I make my way to the break room to fetch myself a drink and find my coworker. He's sitting there with his legs stretched out in front of him, his feet propped up on the table, and his arms resting behind his head as if he had come to relax, not to work. As usual, he doesn't bother to look at me or greet me and continues to ignore me until I have a glass of chilled juice in my hands. I cannot get over this art style. Oh my god. Man, I could grow a beard just waiting for you. The AC is broken. What are you gonna do about that? Yep, that's Rasmus, the spoiled, obnoxious son of the manager, whose favorite pastime is to constantly bully me. Unfortunately, I need the money and can afford to complain about it too much, even though his father is pretty nice to me. Well, except for his cruel jokes about us marrying one day, Rasmus and I are anything but a perfect match, really. Ignorant? I think that's how you say it. At his reproachful remark, I stand next to the table, rest my other free hand on my hip, and glare at him. I see the corner of his mouth curling up, and I realize he's not the least bit intimidated by me. How should I answer him? Yeah, whatever. Answer my question. I was wondering what he'd say to that. Is it really that hard to show some basic manners?
Mom's out today?
Is she?
She said you can help me outside.
Oh, you sound like my fucking step bitch at home. If your goal is to piss me off today, you're on the right track. Jeez, calm down. I'm not here to fight you. But to waste my time? I'm perplexed by his sudden anger, but it doesn't seem to be directed at me, even though he gives me disapproving glare. He must have had another fight at home, and it wouldn't be my first time to be used as a lightning rod. Choosing to ignore his side comment for the moment, I pull up a chair, sit down, and take a sip of my drink. Shouldn't you keep an eye on the store? You don't have any customers. Oh, she went grocery shopping?
For like 2 things.
Oh, 2 things?
More or less. Looks like it might be a pizza night.
That's fine. Baba Butts. Yeah, sounds good to me.
I had cheese and pepperoni. If you want to get them, I'll take a shot.
Okay.
Just let him know as soon as the pepperoni's done, because he wants it when it's piping hot in there.
Okay. Guess I'll take a pause on this.
What are you doing?
Finally, playing a game that I've been wanting to play for a while. But it's called Broken Colors. Yeah, it's an 18+ Yarnberry like a game where you choose you basically get to interact with characters, kind of like Baldur's Gate. You get to choose how the story goes. It's kind of like that. Really, I fell in love with the art style and stuff. So,
But luckily, why do you do that? Luckily, the game's for this.
okay. Now we're back. I'm so sorry about that. Okay. What makes you think I would? Because I thought I could treat you to some salted caramel ice cream if you do. Please. What? I can't help but smile at the realization that my offer seemed to have taken the wind out of his sails for now. It's my first time doing something different to get his help, which I always have a tough time with. After all, Rasmus isn't exactly known to be a selfless Samaritan or anything like that. I mean, sure, whatever, let's go. Wait, really? Yeah, are you coming or not? The fact that this has worked has caught me so off guard that he has to call for me a second time, threatening to change his mind before I finally rush in my seat to follow him. I feel kinda dumb for not trying this sooner. Things could have been easier for me, damn it. At the same time, it is ridiculous to what lengths I have to go just to get a little help from him. Fortunately, he has always been like that bossy, condescending, and even bitter about past events that may have been beyond his control. I noticed that he speaks more of his stepmom than his actual mother, but I figured that she might be a topic he doesn't want to discuss, so I never brought it up. Besides, I doubt trying to get to know him better would change anything about our current relationship. After changing into my work clothes and shutting off power to the cooling system, we removed the thick ice layers and freed the coil from dirt and dust, this time with Rasmus doing most of the work. He was more pleasant to be around whenever work distracted him from me, which often led to the illusion that we got along well. Nobody would believe me whenever I complained about his bullying. People would just laugh and tell him to go easy on me, making him do the exact opposite. Once we are done, we return to the break room to wipe the sweat off our faces with a towel and take a moment to re-enjoy the cooler temperature. Phew, no, that's finally taken care of. Thank you, Raz. What'd I ever do without you? Licking dirt, probably. Oh my god. He's such a bad boy. And just like that, my enthusiasm about his help is gone. Anyway, he glances at the clock on the wall, then back at me. You better go back to the counter now. I'll check our inventory in the meantime. I just nod as he leaves, pouring myself another glass of juice before I follow him through the door and place it down next to the cash register. Here's where it starts to get interesting. There's still no customers, huh? Seems like it's gonna be a slow day. Depending on the season or day of the week, my job can be slow, hectic, stressful, or mind-numbingly boring and repetitive. It's also physically more demanding than some might think. Having to stand in one place all day is hard on my feet, knees, and my back. I enjoy my job though. Some of the most fun times involve chatting with the regulars. We laugh, catch up, tease each other. I probably know more about their lives than their neighbors or even relatives. Of course, we also have customers who treat me like I'm something nasty on the bottom of their shoes. A couple of them could ruin my whole day. Sadly, it is expected of me to debase myself worth to avoid responding back to in a similar manner. Mila, one of the regulars, isn't the type to say anything nice or even look remotely approachable. She usually just buys her cigarettes and leaves the store as fast as she came in. I remember how she got angry at me once for asking for her ID. It was scary as hell, and to this day I don't know how I even survived her little outburst. But I like to think that she was just having a bad day and isn't the mean kind. Vinny, another regular, is pretty quiet, and on some days even a bit awkward. He always buys energy drinks and avoids eye contact when talking to me. I once played out how rude I thought this kind of behavior was. Now he occasionally makes an effort to show me that he pays attention. I admit I feel kind of bad about it, seeing how he rarely manages to smile makes me wonder how miserable his life must be. The other two well-known regulars are Gunther and Levy. Gunther isn't much of a talker, but he's too polite to not engage in some small talk. At first, I was a bit intimidated by his height and bulky stature, the wrinkles and the dark half-moons below his eyes. Didn't help to make him look any less scary either. Funnily enough, we both bonded later over our shared fear of dentists and our love for cats. Levy is the kind of guy that gets you in a good mood as soon as he walks into the store. He's always smiling, greeting, and ready to share the latest rumors with me. Me and Rasmus notice a chemical smell clinging to him that makes it obvious he's done with drugs. It's so strange to think that some of our customers might be actual criminals criminals. Jeez, I cannot speak today. I haven't spoken much today, so cut me some slack. I don't think I will ever get used to the fact that I moved to a city with a high crime rate. Gang fights, robberies, assassinations, and other attacks are part of everyday life here for some people. Even our manager has trouble expanding his business without facing any territorial issues. It's crazy, really. Luckily, the neighborhood I live in has been quite peaceful for years. However, I'd be lying if I said I didn't wish for a little excitement every now and then to combat my rather boring life. Still no customers. My wary eyes wander to an open magazine that someone has left on the counter. I pick it up. Wow. I can't help admiring the beautiful young woman on the cover who looks vaguely familiar. I might have seen her around somewhere before, or just remember seeing her in a different type of media. She must be a popular model or dancer. I wonder what it feels like to get noticed by someone like her. My lips twist in self-mockery. Yeah, dream on, Bab. I finally break away from her charming smile and start flipping through the magazine until I get stuck on a page with a fun-looking personality quiz. I guess I could take it to kill some time. Question 1. You want to draw a landscape. Which color do you choose? Green. Question 2. You have been blindfolded for a special surprise date. What will you see when your blindfold comes off? Sitting on a roof terrace, have dinner under the starry-night sky. We're standing on a pier at the beach and watch a fireworks show. We're surrounded by a lush green meadow, having picnic under a tree. Probably most likely this one. Give me a second, guys. Having to make dinner. You like my voice? Let's go. Alright, we are back. I'll have to wait like one more time after this because the food is cooking, but after it is done, I can just play the game. Okay, you've received a gift that you can use to complement your overall style. Open the box and find a thin silver necklace with a pendant, leather ring, and what's the best snack for movie night? Pretzels, cookies, chips, chocolate, popcorn, pretzels. You want to get a pet. Which animal would suit you best? An independent pet that can spend time with from the comfort of my home. A brave loyal pet that can be active with outdoors. An exotic pet whose behavior I can observe and creating enrichments for. Rasmus, what the fuck are you doing? Oh, don't startle me like that. Careful who you're yelling at. If I was a manager, you'd be in big trouble now. It's as if you're not causing me enough trouble already. Mumble those words as my lips curl into a pout. My eyes fall into the glass that I accidentally knocked over, its content drenching the entire magazine, making the answers harder to read now. Groaning, I dug down, grabbed a paper towel from the lower shelf, and used it to wipe the counter. Then I jabbed at the juice stains on every page. What's that, a personality quiz? He snorts. Do you even have a personality you can speak of? Oh, there's 3 people now? Okay. I frown and glare at the quiz, instantly regretting having taking it at all. And you're still using a fountain pen, huh? How old-fashioned. Ugh, I don't know why, but today he seems particularly annoying. I'm already so tired of having to listen to his voice, tired of not being.
You start things?
Yeah, it's already started.
Start the pepperoni.
Both of them. Both of them.
Alright, let him know when to take the pepperoni out.
Okay. I'm already so tired of having to listen to his voice, tired of not being able to enjoy things in his presence, and tired of him making me shrink each time his mocking gaze grazes me. And I'm not exaggerating here, he makes my skin crawl. Every time he laughs at something I've said or done, he's always laughing at me, as if I were one big joke, and God knows what else he does behind my back. And yet every day for 2 years now, I go through the same hellish routine with him. Why can't he stop doing that? It's like he wants to keep his iron grip around my neck and squeeze until my head finally pops off. That's one way to put it. I let out a small and involuntary gasp when I see the torn page. Oh shit. I guess my dabs have been a little too aggressive and it has nothing to do with Erasmus. Nope, not at all. Just throw it away already. You're not here to laze around anyway. There's plenty for you to do even if we don't have any customers right now. They're following me. I'm sorry, I don't think I have the energy to do other things today. Did you sleep enough and eat anything before work? I tilt my head to the side, looking at him curiously. What? Did I stutter? No, it's just, I was expecting you to accuse me of making excuses. I mean, yes, despite the heat, I slept while eating a sandwich. Good, at least you're still able to take care of yourself, which means I can shoot off now. He flings his small backpack over his shoulder. I don't even know what to say at this point. Every time I think I discovered a caring side of him, he pulls shit like this. So typical. Be grateful that I trust you enough with these keys. Make sure everything is locked and secured. You know the drill. I'll call you later to check up on you. I grumble to myself. Alright, good night. The doorbell chimes as he pushes the door open, taking all the stress and tension I felt for the last 2 hours with him. A reflection in the window brightens up as soon as I hear the roar of his motorbike, accompanied by a Latin summer song that is now playing from the store's ceiling speaker. As the sound of his engine fades to a distant rumble, I stretch my arms above my head to feel less like taut violin strings and hum softly to the song. Finally, some letters of peace and quiet. I just hope no one causes any serious trouble now that I'm alone. The headlines about gang raids targeting small shops are always on my mind when darkness falls across the city. I wonder if cashiers like me will soon have to be armed for emergencies like that. No, stop thinking about this. There's no point in feeding your anxiety now. Just enjoy the music and focus on your task now. Although the AC is running smoothly now, my dry throat craves more cold liquid, so I leave the counter and refill my empty glass in the break room. I take the sticky magazine with me to throw it with all the other garbage into the containers at the half entrance. As soon as I'm back inside, the nice music is interrupted by news reports of an unknown serial killer. Broadcaster. Approximately between July 3rd and August 11th, a serial killer murdered and dismembered in Colma district at least 12 victims, only 3 of which could be positively identified. Broadcaster. 12... Oh, I don't even say that every time. Why am I saying that every time? Ooh! 12 brutal killings in almost 6 weeks, and the police has neither clues nor suspects. We ask you to keep your eyes and ears open and report any crime, suspicious behavior, safety concerns, and medical emergencies. It is also recommended not to walk alone at night and leave your workplace early to be home at a safe or reasonable time. God, this is awful. I can feel myself getting emotional as I imagine the grief victims' families must be going through right now. As if these violent gangs wreaking havoc weren't enough, now there's someone out there who takes pleasure in killing innocent people. Who would do such a thing? And how can this killer be stopped? The authorities don't seem to know what they're doing either. This is just too much. I turn off the radio when I hear another announcer begin to elaborate on the killer's methods. A chill runs down my spine as I look around the deserted shop, suddenly feeling very exposed here by myself. I shake my head, trying to drive away the images of my own death. I wonder if Rasmus has heard about this news as well. If he did, I don't think he would have left me here all by myself, wouldn't he? I don't even know if the Colma district is close to where I live. I never had any time to fully explore the city after moving, and my train of thought breaks by the sudden arrival of customers, making me rush to the checkout. I only recognize one of them as a new regular. However, he's not what I would call profitable. Quite often, he just looks around and leaves without buying anything. Even Erasmus finds it odd and told me to keep a close eye on him, though whenever he notices my gaze, he seems to feel compelled to strike up a conversation with me. Like now. Hi? He fiddles with the hem of his shirt. I don't remember him having that hoodie. Did they change it? He fiddles with the hem of his shirt and has a hard time maintaining eye contact with me. A bit unusual, but for now, I'm glad I can talk to someone that isn't Rasmus. I put on my best smile and greet him cheerfully. Hello, sir. It's nice to see you again. How can I help you on this beautiful day? It really is a beautiful day, isn't it? Huh, that's new. I know I never introduced myself to him, so I guess he must have overheard my first name, somewhere. And really hot too. I hope you keep yourself hydrated, huh? He's trying really hard to make small talk with me, isn't he? But I'm in no mood to talk about something as boring as weather, so I try to steer him back on topic. What brings you here today? I wanted to ask, do you know, maybe we could, I would like to, His shoulders sag as he utters a frustrated sigh. That's not how I practice it, maybe you should know. So is everything alright? He chuckles. I'm such a coward. I couldn't understand his mumbling, but before I can even ask him to repeat what he said, he turns on his heel and leaves the store. Well, that was weird. I'm baffled for several minutes, but decide that I should focus on the other customers instead of blaming myself for a sudden escape, as I usually do. I've never seen him so shy and awkward before. He didn't even ask about our products. But I'm sure he'll return. Most likely tomorrow, after all, everyone can have a bad day. As if on cue, my gaze wanders back to the window as night falls, and I'm once again enveloped by loneliness. There's not much time left before my shift is over. What else can I do to shorten the waiting time? I usually avoid reading the newspaper with its clickbaity headlines, emotional tales, and political gossip, but maybe it has more information about where exactly these murders took place. I pick up the newspaper Rasmus brought and settle into a chair in the break room. I snap it open and my attention is instantly drawn to the pictures of the victims I find in its crinkled pages. The victims were not related to each other, and some of them were not even residents of the city. It seems the only good thing about the whole story is that there were no children among them. My eyes drift to a small map with the crime scene circled. It looks like it only happened on the other side of town, which puts my mind at ease for now. Still, I shouldn't count on him not continuing his killing spree in this neighborhood. I slam the cash register shut, lower the shutter doors, and activate the alarm system, determined to close the store an hour early today. It should be fine. We were assured that if we skipped an hour or two, we won't get any pay cuts, and I'm sure the manager will forgive me if I make that decision without his permission this time. Right, I remember Rasmus wanted to check up on me. I hurried back to the break room, not bothering to turn on the light. I fished my phone out of my bag and squinted at the bright screen lighting up my face, displaying poo-poo. We had clockworm. We're just gonna be Rasmus. That's silly. Rasmus, I thought about giving him a silly nickname, but honestly, I don't want to stoop to his level. Should I answer him? I took the call and could tell by his colorful, bouncy voice that he was buzzed on alcohol. The party noise in the background made it difficult to hear him, but fortunately, he was short with me. I confirmed that everything was fine, that I was heading home, and he had nothing to worry about. After we said goodbye, my heavy feet shuffled towards the exit and into the night. Here we go! It's already pitch black outside with only the voice of horns and the engine sound rhythmic, I can't say the word, complementing each other. Give me a second, guys. Okay, that should have been the last time. Despite the poorly lit streets, I catch glimpses of other solitary individuals rushing in different directions. In the distance, I spot a group of 4 with one holding a bat and pointing at a vending machine. The next moment, the bat hits the machine with full force several times. The sound of glass cracking, groaning, and eventually breaking fills the nocturnal silence. Oh, crap, hold on. I'm sorry, excuse me. Okay, we're good now. I reach for the pepper spray I bought the other day, dangling from my bag, and hold it firmly in my hand. But on second thought, I definitely don't want to cross paths with these people. They look like they're members of a gang, and who knows what they'll do if I become the focus of their attention. I want to stand a chance against the whole group. I turn around and try to take a shortcut through the alley I just walked past. The alley itself is so narrow that I can stretch out my arms and touch the walls on either side, with the wind rushing through as I step into it and hear it clutching ragged paper and twirling it in the air before dropping it. The flickering lights reveal various buildings towering over me like a forest made of stone. Intimidating, but it could be worse. One for you and probably one for me and Mom. Or for Mom. No. Because I was letting ours cool down. My ears perk up when the metallic sound abruptly stops, presumably hitting a wall or someone. Clink. I stand there frozen, watching in horror as the same can rolls back towards me almost playfully. I force my feet to take a step back, then another. My eyes strain into the black mass before me, trying to make out a shape or silhouette or of whatever is hiding there. Just as I dismiss it as another cat, a male voice rings out, mocking and sinister. Damn, you must have scored pretty high on those how dumb are you quizzes, eh? You know, walking around here one at night and meeting me. Holy shit. With a shaky hand, I draw my pepper spray and aim at what I think is the spot where he is standing. Don't come any closer, I'm not afraid to use this. A deep chuckle escapes his throat. I know that brand. Not very effective. I sometimes need it to flavor my meals. Fuck. My body reacted immediately to the fear screaming at me to run, so I started to sprint back the way I came from, amazed that my legs were operating with such ease. I certainly won't wait to see if that guy is bluffing or not. Nor will I waste a single thought on whether he's an famous serial killer, if he has done this 100 times, or if he's a first-timer. He found me of all people, and all I could do now was to run because there literally might be no tomorrow for me. I'm stopped by a thrown knife that barely misses and lands right in front of me, avoiding my plan to run back. I dash into the only other narrow passage available to my left, which I knew would make me further away from home and the police station. And I bet he knew that as well. Adrenaline pulses through my veins, the summer air burns in my lungs, and the only sound that echoes from the walls is our shoes thudding rhythmically against the ground. My brain goes into overdrive, creating images of all the things that could go wrong, and ideas on how to possibly survive this fucking nightmare. I run around the next corner, passing another apartment complex, and yell for help, hoping that a resident with an open window would hear the terror in my voice, but all I get is a bottle being thrown against a wall right above my head and an angry female voice yelling back. Shut the fuck up, people are sleeping. What the actual fuck? You narrated on the story. That's what I've been doing. Did she just throw a bottle at me? I hear my pursuer giggling behind me, that motherfucker. God, I wish I had the strength to strangle him. At least my anger at these two assholes fuels my speed for a bit. Being trapped in this labyrinth of pitch black alleys with no help at all makes me feel more alone than the sound of my own shallow breathing. But a glance over my shoulder confirms I'm not alone. I have this feeling that he won't stop until he caught me and I was dead, even if I managed to run or hide somewhere safe. Alright, time for plan B. I frantically feel around my back for my phone. A short-lasting relief washes over me when a hand finally hits the cold metal block. I grab it and push 2 buttons to call Rasmus. Come on, pick up, please. Hey, you've reached my voicemail. You better leave your name, number, and a damn good reason why this conversation can be done over text. P.S. If this is a matter of life and death, I would like to be resolved by morning. Rasmus, oh my god. Shit, I can't believe this fucking asshole. I lose my footing in the grip of my phone when I suddenly slip on something that smells like pickled zucchini and garlic, causing me to fall straight on my butt. A sharp stabbing pain shoots through my tailbone. He's getting closer. I'm one with very painful movement I make. I'm running out of time here. I need to get up. Closer. I turn around, calling to reach my phone that landed a few feet away from me, still hoping I could get up fast enough to call the police instead. Just when my fingertips are about to touch the device, too close. I scream when he steps on my hand and deliberately shifts all his weight to his left foot to keep it jammed. The pain is excruciating. He's crushing my fingers. I struggle to get free, but to no avail. My whole body feels like lean weights are attached to me now. I can barely move. I look at him with gritted teeth and fear flooding my eyes. That's it. I'm going to die here. I'm going to fucking die. What a promising start. You and I, we're going to have so much fun together. Oh my god. Oh. Wasn't there more? I know there was more. Okay, I know there was more. It's called Broken Colors. Okay, I know there was more. I know there was. Back. Okay, I could have sworn there was more. Also, it's free. You all you have to do is download it to a computer. Okay, never mind. That is... just gonna do save, I guess. No. Okay. No. That's not what I wanted. Menu. Okay, I guess that's it. I know people had played more. I could have sworn there was more to that. I didn't even get to meet Damon. I want to meet him. Okay. Let's do this real quick. Broken. Yes. Don't tell me you have to download each one. No. Oh, I have no idea. I'm sorry. Okay. Maybe you're in this wrong. Hold on. Let's see. Yeah, that just says demo. Day 1, day 1. It's a demon yandere game. Okay, that just says... I could have sworn someone played it with a demon. Okay, let's go back. I already did that. I already did that once. You're gonna make me do it again? Sure, whatever. I don't know. Sorry, you guys have to watch this. Oh my god, it's so freaking annoying. I'm gonna play it again and see if it'll show Damon. Yes, it's a pain. It's a big pain. This would be easier if it was just on Steam, but it wasn't. Thankfully, it's free, so that's nice. I might play Your Boyfriend too after this game, because I never actually played that one either. What else is demo? Yeah, it's 6:51 for me. Okay, we're going to play this again. Play. Okay, that answers my question. That means for some reason someone else was able to play